Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we are going to showcase some YASUO, as yesterday I really felt like playing YASUO. You know, the little 12-year-old living within me felt like, slashing some swords and doing some cool shenanigans. And yeah, I miss YASUO, man. YASUO is my second favorite champion in the game, and I haven't really properly showcased him in a while. I mean, you guys saw my YASUO to Masters rank video. I think that's my most popular video on the channel, and that's like, that video is at least a month old. And the recent deck that I showcased with YASUO was paired with Swain, and I really do like that deck, but I still do believe that regular standard YASUO with Katarina support is a little bit better, a little bit more consistent, even though there are things that the YASUO Swain deck can do that the YASUO Katarina deck can't do, and vice versa. Ultimately, I feel like this variant of YASUO, it works better at really showcasing YASUO himself, right? So this is an upgraded version of the deck, which is called Tilt Like the Wind. I changed it to Fruit Ninja. Somebody in the chat made that suggestion, and I really liked it. So like I said, this is an upgraded version of the deck. It's been a while since, you know, I played the last YASUO build that I used to reach Masters rank with, and the metagame has changed quite a bit. Aggro and burn are not really as popular as they used to be, which allows me to change up my lineup a little bit. And as you guys can see, we're no longer playing the House Spider. Instead, we're playing the Crimson Disciple with Transfusion. I've spoken quite a bit about this core right here. I do incorporate it in the majority of my Noxus builds, and in this deck, it really does put in the work. Transfusion is a fantastic card for Katarina and YASUO, as it allows them to survive damage-based removal, and it can also allow me to push for some more damage. It can be pretty brutal on my quick attackers as well. It works really well with Crimson Disciple, which is just a really solid 2-drop on her own, and it's just a little nice extra touch to have this solid synergy going on. As you guys can see, we have a couple of 2-drops here with Crimson Disciple and Feyblade Twirler. As we go into Curve 3, we see Arachnoid Sentry, a couple of Katarinas, and Shadow Assassins. You know, all of these components are pretty much identical to the prior version of YASUO that I showcased, but then you're going to see some differences, as this time around we're playing a one-off of Might, and we're not playing Spirit's Refuge. Instead, we're running a full set of Intimidating Roar. I think Intimidating Roar is just amazing in this metagame. There's so many matchups in which it just puts in the massive work, not only against mid-range decks, but also against control decks too. Like, for example, Heimer Vi. Heimer then just gets obliterated by the Intimidating Roar. We're able to just stun all of the turrets in one play and just, you know, go back beyond the defenses and for the kill. Alongside YASUO, Intimidating Roar can be an incredible board wipe and the flashiest 2-card combo in the game. I think it's still king at that. And I felt like I was justified to run more of these, since now Callista, Tempo Endure is so popular. There's a lot of decks running around that are very vulnerable to this card, and I have not regretted running a full set of it. In the past, I was more, you know, what's the term that I want to search for here? Cautious or humble with it, I guess. I would run 1 or 2 copies, but now 3 copies of Intimidating Roar makes sense, and it definitely put in the work in my stream yesterday. But the MVP of yesterday, I would say, was actually YASUO's older half-brother, Yone. I have been looking into the lore. In fact, before recording this intro, I looked up YASUO's biography, because I knew quite a bit about YASUO, but I never really delved deep into his storyline, right? And yeah, it's a bit of a sad story, as Yone was searching for YASUO to avenge their master, which he believes YASUO murdered, but that is not the case. And yeah, he was ultimately defeated by YASUO. It makes me cry every time, honestly. Like, I think, you know, they would have gotten along in other dimensions if that didn't happen. And ultimately, even though the grudge exists in the card game, they are pretty much best friends, because Yone just works really well with YASUO. And yesterday, this card just put in the massive work, man. Like, every time there's a lot of games that Yone just won me because of the beefy body paired with the super powerful stun effect that would allow me to go for a very powerful attack, and the opponent will not really have units to defend with. Yone, alongside an intimidating roar, can also just be a way to completely shut down the opponent's defenses, even if they have a full built-up board state. And it's just really, really neat. I definitely have always been a fan of Yone and Yasuo, but yesterday he put in more work than usual, which is why he earned the thumbnail for today. And besides that, there's not really more changes. We're still running a one-off of Deny, full set of Concussive Palm alongside Will of Ionia, and the biggest change is the one-off of Might, right? This actually comes into play, as you will see in the gameplay as well, and I think it's very much a very viable card to run in this build, because not only does it work with the likes of the Legion General or big units like Reckoner and Yone here, but also with the Fey Blade Twirler, which in conjunction with Intimidating Roar can reach tremendous attack levels. And when you slap a Might onto her, you can just completely blow the opponent back. Like, you can really surprise lethal them, and it's really neat. Also, shoutouts to Ravenous Flock, fantastic card and amazing in this build. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. You know, it's not a new deck, like, it's just an upgraded version of it, so there's not much more I can say. Regardless, I think I got some really cool gameplay for you guys, and if you're a fan of Yasuo like I am, then I think you're gonna enjoy today's video. So leave a like and, you know, subscribe, all that stuff. It is free, it does help out the channel, and if you want to see more videos, then subscribing is a good way to know when I upload them and all that good stuff, since I do upload a new video every single day. And that's all I gotta say. Have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's a very potent finisher, and I just regret not having Spirit's Refuge now that I run into aggro. Alright, that's a decent hand. Still may not be good enough though, like, we still may be too slow. Like, Yasuo decks in general tend to struggle with like hyper aggro decks.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm sorry, but emoting after a turn 1.
Of course I'm ready.
I love a taste of the action. No one's the wiser.
I'm gonna stun Teemo, because this can trade into that. Okay.
Let's get a good look at you.
Better run.
Look what you see.
Another day in the field.
Just gonna put this here. Hope this works.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
I think we're
Delish.
Nothing like the great outdoors.
You pay, I fight. I thought you'd run.
this could be huge.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Come get warmed up.
Here comes some of your own speed.
Death doesn't scare me.
Routes closed.
Gotcha. But she's not a unit that you want to see multiple copies of in this deck. I'll drop this.
I'll try anyone once. My turn.
Silent as death. The dark beckons. They cannot hide. It's too late for you.
Think you're fast? Cute.
War Mason, reporting for duty. For the glory of Noxus.
Love it. Ravenous Flock is an awesome card. Flocking.
That's my resting face.
Oh, wait. How's this deck supposed to gain life? We don't gain life. But I mean, we're like, this is our second match, and it's against another aggro deck.
For a leap of faith.
Let's move!
Here's our chance.
Running Kane.
Don't want any trouble.
Eh, alright.
Coming in hot! Anything but the right coin.
For the Empire. Make the Empire proud.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Rubik's.
Alone, we see things as they really are.
It kind of makes me wanna. Maybe I should have dropped Yasuo instead, honestly. It's not like it matters too much, though.
This has inspired me to try Green Blade with Might and Kato now. Thanks for the entertainment, as always.
Underestimate. I dare you.
I gotta prevent the 4 damage here.
Remember the objectives. The few for the many.
Yeah, we could be dead here. Unless we top deck like a Will of Ionia to prevent like a Noxian, because a Noxian Fervor or Lethal could get us.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
I thought you'd run.
Patience and virtue make a true swordsman.
We have to go for the kill here. If he could have Lethal on us very easily. Very, very easily. But he could also not.
Now what's that the other hand?
But we're going for the kill.
Try to keep up.
Yeah, it seems like he does it. If we had a Will of Ionia, we would be fine. If we had Will of Ionia, it would be fine. But him having that last amount of reach. Oh! Oh!
Sure, I watch you play this
Oh!
as I play myself.
Oh!
Trying the decks you showcase.
Can I get me some
Thanks for the great
easies
content.
in the chat, please? No Yasuo, no win. I mean, that sucks too. Like, not having Yasuo definitely sucked. But it's a card game, right? Like, sometimes you're not gonna draw him. I think keeping the I'm gonna drop it anyways. I'm gonna keep the shadows. I'm gonna drop everything else. And get a bit of an earlier curve going on.
I'll try anyone once. Who's on top of the bounty board today?
Think you're fast? Cute.
No prey, no pay. My kind of party.
Dangerous water.
Open wide. Mwah. The dog beckons. I'll be quick. You point, I shoot. Fresh out of mercy. Look what you did. You cannot escape.
Love YAMOG.
Crumb cake, thank you, buddy. I'm gonna go with this block. Yeah, really spooked him out of an attack there, which is really neat.
The order rewards its faithful.
Hey, TF. How's the partner?
Pretty good. Quit smoking.
I will play my part.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
You're cute when you're armed.
Firepower's always in style.
Always forward. Underestimate me. I dare you.
Every wave is a path.
Maybe I should have kept the intimidating roar in my opening hand. I think maybe that was an incorrect mulligan.
This is our way. Don't stand in my way.
Oh, it's on.
It's too late for you.
Oh shit, matter.
Son of a...
Should I go for the kill? I mean, you could have a make it rain easily. I don't think you're gonna be good enough though.
YASUO! Show yourself!
I'm worried about Twisted Fate level up naturally. Like, I can finish it off with a Ravenous Flock this time around, but it may be a bit... I mean, he has to still, like, he has to draw 3 cards. Okay, so he finishes one of those. Alright, that's fine.
Now we've got the upper hand.
Face your fate. There'll be blood in the water.
There. the end.
Nagako will guide us.
The blade above
My turn. I'm innocent.
all. Back to egg. Did it move?
I'm one of the good guys. Enough that.
Can't play Make It Rain because it kills him at this point. You can't risk that. Yone just putting the massive work though. Yone just being a boss this game. Back-to-back Yone's just felt so damn good here. He can't attack is the thing. Like, playing Misfortune is kind of like a death sentence. Unless he has a way to deal with this Crimson Disciple. Like, playing Misfortune is just like, you can't attack me, bruh. You can't. Yeah, go fishing. Go fishing. He needs to find like another Riptide Rex.
I'm not greedy.
My friends though. I could just wipe them out, but I mean as long as this thing it's gonna be the right coin.
Guess that's one way to do it.
Yeah, you don't want to cross me.
Alright, let's clear this. Nothing personal, kid. Let me have the initiative. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna call this deck Fruit Ninja. Tyler 1's favorite champion is Heimer. Isn't his favorite champion Draven? Like that's actually what he's known for, right? Like playing Draven. I'm gonna go with these two. I want to keep Yasuo in my opening hand. We're facing Karina control, it seems. Or not. Or not. Or just an aggressive variant of just Shadow Owl's aggro with Piltover. Maybe with like Phantom Prankster and no refunds? Maybe let's think here. Can I justify playing the Crimson Disciple? It's safer to play this.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool
As
you.
of now. It's safer because that allows me to potentially set up Katarina next turn. But I don't ever want to play Katarina next turn, right? Because I want to be able to pair Katarina with Ravenous Flock. So, I mean, maybe the ordering doesn't matter too much. I mean, it matters.
First big mission.
It definitely matters.
Try to keep up.
It definitely matters. Definitely should have played Disciple. I should lead off with this. I should play this on turn 3 and then I should develop that. Mistake.
I pull the strings.
What about Katarina here? I think Katarina here can actually justify this. I can justify this quite a bit actually.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Yeah, Katarina's great here. Katarina's fantastic here actually. Ooh, that's ooh, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Get her out from the darkness.
Going somewhere?
Oh, it's on.
It's just an egg. They'll never know what killed him.
Fired.
I know he didn't drop this. That was a mistake on his part.
Death is like the wind.
Always by my side. Yasuo's such a great card, man.
Of course I'm ready.
Spit on some of your own speed.
A 4 mana 4/4 with quick attack? Like, sign me up, dude. Sign me up. You want my sandwich? Favorite beer? He has to choose one. Man, Intimidating Roar would have been amazing here. Okay. Intimidating, oh my god, Intimidating Roar would have been the tits. Oh man, that's why we run it as a 3-0, dude. Posture, me go, posture. Alright, that's fair.
They grow up so fast.
Hush now.
So, Mystic Shot is obviously a possibility, but preserving more bodies I think is more important.
Welcome to try.
Definitely have to double block here, but my question is, do I block like this, or do I block like this?
We brought friends.
The extra body could definitely go a long way in blocking.
Welcome to try. I hope this works.
Oh, I can't wait.
Drop you.
It never gets any lighter.
Never.
Haunted Relic could be a thing.
First one's free.
Blood for Noxus.
No refunds.
Okay, this Wolf Ionia is really neat.
Won't find better this side of the sun.
Dark beckons.
First one's free.
Falls.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Got him!
I will play my part.
Assassin! Orlo Whip!
See?
You very rarely get to hear Katarina's like victory speech because she's always like recalling, right? I dig it. Buddha. Do you like this version of Yasuo better than the Swain version? I think it is a little bit better. I have a lot of fun with the Swain deck. And the Swain, like, it's not that just one is strictly better than the other. Like, there are certain things that the Swain deck can do that this deck can't. But I do feel this one is more consistent at the Yasuo game plan. And I think it's overall more consistent as a deck. Though I don't really have solid data to back this up, but it's how I feel about it, right? Through my experience. Ash Lux. Definitely running Harsh Winds to enable the final spark, right? I've tried something like this in the past.
Oh, I can't wait. My turn.
sucks that in this case I should have let off with a Fate Blade Twirler. Yeah. I made a mistake. Can't afford to take that much damage. Man, that's such a huge misplay, man. If I would have set up the Fate, like I should have acknowledged the matchup better and thought about the Remembrance. That's a big mistake. That could cost me the game, actually. I have to, like, that's something to learn from. That was a huge misplay on my part. I should have set up the Fate Blade Twirler. I would be in such a good position right now. Okay, what do we do here? We could go for no, we're just gonna set up you.
Cute.
Denounce magic.
Let's see what you can do. Is that all?
So combat.
Zigged. Should have sagged.
Cavalry, to the field!
Silent as death. They cannot hide.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
Anything for the right coin. I'm getting warmed up. Magic corrupts Demacia from within.
Your Demasia's nothing like what I know.
Honestly, I really like it.
Do you think you could make a deck with Ren Shadow Blade? Love your stream and video at MTG. Play a carrot.
I just don't think Ren Shadowblade is viable right now, man. I think he needs a rework. I think he's just very, very understated, and it's just unbelievably slow.
Chill in the air.
I see you have no alibi.
You have no alibi. You ain't got no alibi. Yo, ugly.
Master, I knew I shouldn't trust you.
I could have told you that. It's just a day.
Scared stiff.
To the point.
I accept.
What are you hiding?
Shine with me. Better, brighter than before.
Their guilt is evident. I thought you'd run. Stand in judgment. You can't outrun justice.
try anyone once.
Let the light guide you.
You should stay back, cowards.
Patience and virtue make a true swordsman.
I should have targeted Lux. But yeah, I should have targeted Lux because there may be a reason why I'm more inclined to go for Intimidating Roar instead. But I see myself playing the Arachnoid Sentry every time here. But I do believe, yeah, this may have been a mistake. Yeah, I should always target Lux. It gives me more flexibility into my next play. So that's definitely a mistake. Yeah, this matchup is really tough.
Eyes blazing bright as torches.
Definitely should have. Definitely mistake. He must have another Harsh Winds. Yeah, like Harsh Winds is too powerful against this.
Bar the doors.
Harsh Winds is too strong against this. It's too strong. Not only here, but it also counters our Yasuo as well. Yeah, this is a really bad matchup.
Look what you.
This deck really should. I have misplayed though, but I don't think it ultimately mattered.
No more holding back.
I'm getting warmed up. I see all. You have no alibi. You can't outrun justice. Protect Demacia.
Star beckons.
Just don't quite have the opener.
By the light.
Curse you.
Virtue guides me.
Alright, maybe there is a way.
Only I can quell the wind.
Maybe. Maybe. I need him to not have more frostbites in hand. Or single combats. I need him to have like another blocker that's vulnerable to this. Right now he has an answer. He has some sort of answer, which means this Intimidating Roar is just gonna make him proc that answer. It could just be something as simple as a single combat. If that's the case, what could I top deck here? I just don't think it matters, right? Like if he has single combat, it doesn't matter. If he has another Harsh Winds, it doesn't matter.
Order rewards its faithful.
I'm gonna go okay, Transfusion is the kind of card that I would want. But it ultimately just comes down to what he has here. It's not enough to save a Yone from a Final Spark. But again, if you can enable a Final Spark at burst speed, yeah, it's over. I did make some misplays, but none of them would have altered the outcome. That matchup is like that may be like the worst matchup I've ran into with Yasuo ever, because Frostbites plus Lux picking off our board, Lux being able to one-shot Yasuo with Final Spark is just, it's fucking brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. I watched your YouTube video on Freeze Ezreal. Is it better than Ezreal Karma? Some people may not agree with this, but I believe it is right now, yes. I'm gonna keep this.
Let me show you what I can do. There's nothing to fear. from the darkness. Let's see what you can do. Is that all?
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
So yeah, Brood Awakening. Brood Awakening would be pretty bad here. I don't want to I can't Arachno Sentry actually.
Underestimate. I dare you.
He's playing Brood Awakening.
Sounds of prey.
Pick on someone your own speed.
We have to force the trades now because otherwise he levels up the Elise. Which is certainly a problem.
We could use a bite.
Want to see these moves up close?
The order rewards its faithful.
I need Intimidating Roars. Minotaur Reckoner is not high impact enough.
Think you're fast? Cute.
Tilt-over enforcer on the scene. It's too late for you.
Obey, I fight. Scared stiff. Negotiations are over.
Come on. Bring it.
Curse you.
One girl wrecking crew.
I'll do what must be done.
There's the 1-2 punch.
Trying to put him in a checkmate position here. Honestly,
Why does Antarctica have no active cases of corona? Because they are
Got him!
isolated.
I got him!
They'll never know what killed him.